Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. Will the next update revolutionise CM0102? So this is really a case of just me having a bit of a fucking whinge, really. The new update is right around the corner. I mean, they say it's due, it's normally about October, could be November. Now, cast your mind back, right, that the update used to be twice a year. You get one roughly October, then you get one roughly April. Now, they decided at the start of the year that they were abolishing the April update. Now, me personally, I think that was the right thing to do. I don't think it's necessary to have the update. There's not really that many transfers that happen in January anyway, and I think one a year is adequate. Now, that was announced, as I said, at the roughly around February, I think it was. The new update is due. Now, the big question is, right, how are they going to implement the Champions League? As you know, this season, the 25-26, we've got 6 teams in the Champions League, as well as the likes of Newcastle and Spurs. Now, it's a tricky one, really, because I think this is going to go one of two ways. This is my own honest view. One of two ways. Either one, that somehow they will patch it, they'll have it done that all 6 teams that are in the Champions League will be in the Champions League. And that will be, for me, that will be fucking epic. Or that it won't, and they'll have maybe lots of Newcastle and Spurs, maybe in the Europa League. Now, of course, if they do that, then the teams that are in the Europa League, would fail to get their place and probably not be in Europe. So let's hypothetically say you are a Forest fan. You're going to play as Forest and you're not in Europe this year, even though you should be. And this is what I mean about, I think it could really revolutionise the game if they do manage to get all 6 teams in the Champions League. Now, we all know, we've said for years, will they ever be able to, will the updaters or the team be able to change the format of the Champions League? Well, we know the answer to that is no. Because it's never been possible. That being said, for those of you that are aware, the 84-85 update is constantly a work in progress, and the guys that work on that is just phenomenal. Now, one of the biggest breakthroughs they had on that update was one of the guys, they got to some sort of the game, the source code, and they were able to change the Champions League format back to how it was in the 84-85. So it's like a European Cup. So that tells me that you can change the Champions League. Now, I don't know, I really don't know what to expect. If I was a betting person, I think it's being set up to fail. I don't think we're going to see what I want to see. I don't think we're going to see 6 teams in the Premier League. I really don't. And if I'm really honest with you, if that is the case, it could be the end of CM. Updates for me personally, because I'd rather go back to the ODB on a regular basis. There is one thing it could do, I'm not saying it will do, it could be that the teams that are in the Champions League all start in the Champions League, but then it reverts back to the top 4 qualify. Now, if that's the case, I would not have an issue with that. Because if you're a Newcastle fan, you're going to want to start a game on the update, you're going to want to be in the Champions League. Simple as that. Then, of course, there's the World Club Cup. We all know how well, I don't even know, does that still exist in December? As well as that fucking World Shitty Cup every 4 years? I don't know. I think it could be a case of the updaters is one thing and it being patched for the Champions League is another. So whether Nick will be able to work his magic, I don't know. But the big question is out there, what will the update bring us? Who knows? If anyone's got any thoughts on it, let me know, share it with me. And until next time from me, guys, it's take it easy.